Hey there and welcome to the Backstage series on 1700. I'm your host Ben and I'm joined here by the Eliza and the Delusionals. Can I just get you guys to introduce yourselves and what you do in the band?
Hello, I'm Eliza and I sing and play the guitar.
I'm Kurt and I play bass.
I'm Ash and I play guitar.
I'm Joe and I play the drums.
So how's tour been so far, guys?
Yeah, it's been really fun. We've only just sort of started, but yeah, it's been super fun. There's so many really amazing venues that we're really keen to play, especially the Corner tonight. So yeah.
You were mentioning before this is your first time at the Corner. What do you make of it?
Well, we just walked in the venue and it looks amazing. Always love the venues in Melbourne. Like, it's such a different vibe to what we're used to in like Brisbane and Gold Coast. But yeah, it looks really, really lovely. Keen as.
And can you give us any tour goss so far?
Oh, tour goss. Have you guys got any tour goss?
It's only been the one show so far, so...
Well, I will say we picked up our rental van today. I guess this is kind of goss. And it's like the dirtiest thing I've ever seen, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Is that tour goss? Oh, yeah. So, okay. I got one now. All right. So, when we were in Ballarat last weekend, we rocked up and we've never been. We don't know. We just book, Joe books everything online. And we rocked up to this place called Sovereign Hills. Apparently it's like school camp.
Yeah.
It was definitely school camp vibes. And so we get in and there's like this double bed. And then there's this like hospital bed vibes, like bunk bed, and it proper has like wheels on it. and like Tex here, he falls asleep like that. Like, you know, wherever he's sitting, like in a bush, he'll just fall asleep. And so like he's asleep on this top bunk and Kurt decides to start wheeling him out. And Kurt and Joe proper wheel him out into the hallway and then like ring him and he wakes up and he's just in the hallway. And it was like the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was so funny.
How was the Ballarat show?
Yeah, it was really cool. Definitely like different vibes in like the regional towns. Like we definitely get that at home as well. But yeah, it was really cool. Corova Lounge is it's a really amazing venue, so we can't wait to get back.
Have you played a lot of regional shows?
We've done like a few in Gold Coast, like Brisbane area, like Redland Bay, obviously Byron Bay, because that's like super close. I guess you count that as regional. I think a lot of people count like Gold Coast as regional as well these days, which is super weird. But yeah, I think mainly it was similar to like what we've been used to. So yeah.
What is the music scene on the Gold Coast like?
It's definitely growing, which is really cool. It's definitely good to like be a part of a growing scene. There's a lot of really amazing bands coming out and like a lot of people putting a lot of effort into like making the venues really great and getting a lot of touring bands in there. So that's something we're all super stoked about.
Is there any Gold Coast bands we should be looking out for that we might not know of yet?
Yes, there's a whole bunch. Definitely Ivy are one of our favorites. Love those guys. And Sav as well. Really amazing tunes. Do you guys have any off the top of your head?
Rara Ruby's pretty good.
Yeah, Rara Ruby, of course. Yeah, they're probably the ones I can think of straight away. But pretty much, you know, you're guaranteed to see an amazing band when you go out on the Gold Coast. So
Yeah, where's the best place to hit up on the Gold Coast?
definitely Miami Shark Bar. We love playing there and love going there to see other bands. It's kind of like our local. Yeah, they just bring so many amazing tours through there and like have the great local nights. So yeah, love it.
How have you found, I guess you've only played one show, but what differences are in there in the vibe in terms of like supporting obviously tiny little houses versus playing your own headline shows?
I would say definitely like the crowd can be different, like a lot, especially like with the support tours. Yeah, like you never sort of know what you're gonna get. But yeah, so far it's been really, really cool. And like everyone in tiny little houses is amazing, and Rat Hammock as well, who are opening. Yeah, it's just been really cool.
Do you have any tips for winning over the crowd when you are playing support slots?
I guess we just try and be like as fun as we can. Just try and get everyone really into it and really hyped up, because that's kind of our job as like the support band. Or like maybe having Tex go wild. If you've ever seen an E and the D show, Tex definitely goes wild.
Because you were mentioning this to me before we went on. Can you just explain Tex's nickname? Because it's got a funny story behind it.
Definitely. So Tex is quite tall. You probably can't notice, but he's like, how tall are you? 6'8"?
I'm about 6'7", 6'8".
Something like that. Something wild. Yeah, so when my dad met Tex, he was like, my dad's quite short. He was just like, oh, mate, you're bigger than Texas. And then ever since then, we've called him Tex. And it's just stuck. Some people don't even know that his name is actually Ash. But, yeah, it's Tex.
And having met the other two bands on the tour, who would survive the longest in an apocalypse?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'd say Rat Hammock, I think.
Yeah.
These guys reckon, so, yeah.
Why is that?
For no particular reason, just because they're called Rat Hammock.
Okay.
The tiny little houses guys are like all tradies though, so I feel like they have like hands-on skills. You know,
Maybe
like
they-
might build, like, an apocalypse
They could
fort.
build a
Yeah,
tiny
something
little
like that.
house. They could build a tiny little
One's
house.
a lawyer. Is one? I'm pretty sure one's a lawyer.
Not
Yeah.
sure. Not sure you can sue an apocalypse though.
That's a fair point.
Well,
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough question.
yeah. Look, we asked the big questions here
Yeah,
on
yeah.
1700. Just some quick fire questions now. Cats or dogs?
Dogs, 100%. I live for dogs. This tattoo on my arm is for my dog, my angel.
What's your dog's name?
My dog's name was Jackie. She passed away, sadly. But I have two dogs at home, Rosie and Abby. And you've got a couple of dogs?
Yeah, just a shit. No, I got a dog named Luna, and she's quite an expensive dog because she just broke her arm.
Oh,
So yeah, she's just limping around at the moment.
hope the recovery.
Yeah, I have a
goes well.
dog called Ted that I share with my girlfriend Casey, and it's her dog, but he's my dog.
Joe's got Tiny as well.
Yeah, I got a dog. It's a Chihuahua called Tiny. Great little dog.
Lunch or dinner?
Oh, dinner. I can't go past good din-dins, I reckon.
Whatever you can get a schnitty for, I guess.
Morning or night?
Definitely night. Definitely not a morning person. We were up at 2:45 a.m. this morning for our flight to Melbourne.
Ooh.
And it was a rough time. Like, I remember looking over this morning and seeing, like, Kurt, like, smushed up against the seat in front on the plane with his eye, like, open. And, like, yeah, we're definitely not morning people.
Fair enough. And when can we expect to hear new music next?
Soon. I don't have, like, I can't, like, say when, but definitely soon, in the coming months, for
Yeah.
sure.
And finally, what are the plans for the rest of 2018? Is there anything set in stone at the moment?
Definitely just a lot more touring that we want to do. Hopefully a few festivals as well. Well, we have a few booked, like, coming up in, like, Central Coast and Gold Coast, but hopefully a few more down in Melbourne because we do love Melbourne. So,
Too easy. Thanks for joining us on the show today, guys, and good luck for the show tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
19